Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video I am super excited because we are trying some newness from AnastasiaBeverlyHills. She launched a whole lipstick collection. They are called the Lip Velvets, and I have all 6 colors to show you and swatch for you and try them on and give you my opinion on. I feel like liquid lipsticks are not the most popular right now. I haven't been a big fan of liquid lipsticks for a while, but these are called the Velvet lipsticks. I feel like they might be promising. We'll see. I do love the packaging of them, which I can't wait to show you. And then the most exciting thing for me, and the reason for which I don't have my brows done yet, is that she launched the Brow Freeze Gel. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that the Brow Freeze was my favorite product for my eyebrows since the moment it came out, all the way until the Rare Beauty Brow Gel came out in the middle of 2023 and dethroned it. And one of the reasons that the Rare Beauty Brow Gel won was because of its ease of use, since it has a little tube with a wand, and Anastasia just created their Brow Freeze Gel. So I'm excited to put it to the test, see how it works, see if it freezes my eyebrows the way I like them frozen, etc. So I can't wait to get into all of these products in today's video. If you're excited, give it a thumbs up and let's go ahead and get started. Both of these products, as you can see by their beautiful box, were sent to me in PR. But if you're familiar with my channel, you know I'll be telling you exactly how I feel about these, whether I purchased them myself or they were sent to me. Let me start by showing you the absolutely stunning packaging of the Lip Velvets right here and the 6 shades. So this is what the PR box looks like right here, and then when you open it, take a look in there at the incredible shades that they chose for these Lip Velvets. I am of course immediately gravitating towards the first 3 colors right here because these are the colors that I typically like to wear, and so I'm very curious as to these Lip Velvets performance. Take a closer look right here at the packaging of them. The color I'm showing you in particular is the shade Kiss, which is one of the lighter ones, and here is what the wand looks like. It's nice and pointed. It took a little bit extra out on the tip right there. And let me read you some of what they included in their little package. So these are going to retail for $24 each, at least here in the US, and they are described as a velvet smooth lip mousse with weightless, full pigment, true matte color, cushioned, comfortable wear, and a smoothing lip finish that allows you to line and apply with a multifunctional teardrop shaped cushion wand. It says we will love the velvety smooth, soft matte blurring finish, the full pigment, the true matte color in one swipe, and the fact that it's also long-lasting, non-drying, and comfortable to wear. So very promising. Additionally, it also says that it's going to be fantastic for all ages and that no lip liner is required. However, if you are going to pair it with a lip liner, they do recommend to apply your lip liner first. We'll get to swatching those later, and I'm going to swatch them on the back of my hand, and I'm also going to be applying all of them to my lips so that you guys can see. But before we do that, I do want to show you the Brow Freeze Gel, which I'm very excited about. Once you open the PR package, here is what the inside looks like. It just looks like a mascara tube sort of product. Here is a closer look, and the packaging is metal because it feels quite cold. And then when you open it, here is what the wand looks like. This kind of reminds me of the Patrick Ta Brow Gel, which I can get to work for me, but it's definitely not my favorite product. So I'm really hoping that this one holds better than the Patrick Ta one. In fact, I'm hoping it holds like the regular Brow Freeze holds your brows. If it doesn't hold like the regular Brow Freeze, I confess that I will 100% be disappointed, because that is the kind of hold that I need for this thick, stubborn eyebrow. So we're just going to get to it and start by getting this one out of the way and trying it out. I'm nervous because I really want this one to work for me, but I already have it in my head for some reason, even though I haven't tried it yet, and I'm hoping that I'll be proven wrong. I already have it in my head that it's not going to be like the Rare Beauty Brow Gel, which is the strongest hold, so we'll see. I'm going to start with this eyebrow here, and I'm going to fully coat my brows and then start combing them the way I want them to lay. It's not too disappointing so far. Hopefully this hold will last. So I'm just combing them up with the little silicone bristles. The wand feels like a silicone wand. And then I'm going to switch it to the other side so I can get more product out. I just really want this to hold my eyebrows in place. I don't care if I have to use a little bit more products. I just want fluffy eyebrows, okay? Turn it around. And then I'm using the flat part of the wand to kind of shape my eyebrows in the way that I like them. And I'm just pressing it in place right here. I feel like already it's better than I expected it to be. Is it as good as the Rare Beauty one? Not sure. I feel like it took me a little longer to get to here, but at least I got here. I was honestly scared that it wouldn't hold my eyebrows at all. Because like I said, my eyebrows are very thick and very stubborn, and so a lot of brow gels don't hold them the way this one did. So I basically kind of combed and flattened my eyebrows till the gel got a little bit stiffer and held the brows in place better. So it does take a few swipes in order for the gel to kind of get a little bit harder. But the good news is that it got harder and it's holding the brows in place, and I don't see any white flaky stuff or anything like that, even though I went over them quite a few times. And if your eyebrows are not as stubborn as mine literally grow down. As you can see, they are much more likely to have this shape than to have the opposite shape right here, see? So since mine grow down and they're thick and stubborn, if your eyebrows are a little bit thinner, they're going to be a lot easier to manage than mine. I'm thankful that it is holding my brows in place. Now this is my easy eyebrow. This one a little harder, so let's go for the harder brow and hope that this works just as well. Again, I'm going to start by just combing the gel all throughout my hairs. And you can comb backwards if you want to really coat every single hair. And then I'm going to start shaping the brow in the way that I like my hairs to lay. I do like that you can kind of comb and flatten the brow. I turned the brush just like I did with the first eyebrow, and I deposited all of the gel that came out onto my one eyebrow, but I haven't gone back for more, and I didn't do it with the first eyebrow either. I just took whatever gel was on the wand, and then once again I'm just making sure that they lay how I like them. But I know this one looks a little crazy right now, and we'll fix that in a second. Okay, as I said, this is my more stubborn eyebrow, and here is how I got my hairs to lay, which is not ideal, honestly. These are staying in place a lot better right here. I see some gaps. I'll fill those gaps with a pen or a pencil, but usually with the regular brow freeze, this one right here, and a wand, I can get them to lay a bit more evenly, and I can also get them to lay a little bit more evenly with my Rare Beauty brow gel. With that said, I'm going to just grab a little bit more gel and see if just a bit more will help my case over here. A little bit more brow gel did do it. I feel like this one is not made for my very, very stubborn eyebrows, but if you've tried, for example, the Patrick Ta brow gel and that one works for you, and you just want something with a tiny bit more hold than that one, this one does hold better than the Patrick Ta one, but it definitely does not hold as good as the brow freeze that comes in the little pot. In my opinion, this gel right here from Anastasia holds much better. And if you're new to getting your eyebrows to lay down on your face like this, I am here to tell you, you need to put the brow gel on before you moisturize your face. That way it sticks better. With that said, my skin feels super dry, so it is time to use my magic cream. And of course, avoid the brow area and moisturize right above. Time to fill in the eyebrows, and I'm going to use my NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen just to fill in all of the little gaps. I really love this brow pen because it is nice and pigmented, and it gives you very realistic looking hair-like strokes. So I'm just going to draw little hairs everywhere I want to fill. And I have a lot more work to do over on this side because, as I keep telling you, this is my more stubborn / difficult brow. Alright, the eyebrows are sort of kind of filled. If you're looking at me and you're like, wow, I've seen your eyebrows look much better than that, I think you're absolutely right. And before I even get to the end of this video, I can tell you my opinion on this eyebrow gel, and the opinion is that it's just not going to become a favorite of mine. I find it kind of difficult to work with. First, in order to make my brows stay in place, I had to go over it a bunch of times, and then usually I can get them to lay that way and then kind of flatten the tops a little bit so that I don't look like a porcupine, you know? And I feel like I was able to lay my hairs down a bit better over on this eyebrow. See how they're like a little bit more combed back at the top right there. But with this one, it is giving me that porcupine feel. Like I cannot get the tips of the hair to lay back the way I want them to lay back. And additionally, now that the brow gel is fully dry, it feels much stiffer than usual. So in my opinion, in my experience, I much rather work with the Brow Freeze than the Brow Freeze gel. This feels much more like a gel, and it does kind of gives you, once it's fully dry and you want to maybe move it a little bit, it does give you those gel-like flakes, and I don't love that. Brow Freeze definitely wins for me, so if you are a fan of the Brow Freeze, just stick to it. I would not recommend trying this one. It just feels and works a lot more different than this one. I feel like this is one of those brow gels for people who like fill in their eyebrows first and then they just want a little gel after their brows are filled just to like make the hairs be put in place. Then this would work for you if that is your case. But if you're like me and you want that laminated brow look, which in my case is not even that I want it, is that I need it because my eyebrows just lay super weird. So if you need that brow lamination look, Brow Freeze is much better than the Brow Freeze gel for that. Anyways, I'm going to clean up a little bit with some concealer underneath and see if that makes it better, because it's been a struggle. With this new brow gel, everything was just very different to the way I usually do things, and I feel like things are looking so weird down here. Let's move on from these eyebrows. I'm not happy with them, but it is what it is. I can't spend any more time trying to fix the unfixable. So I am going to put some foundation on, some concealer, etc. so that I can even out my skin and we can try the new Velvet lipsticks. I'm going to use my Pat McGrath foundation. Oops, I just got it everywhere. I'm going to use my e.l.f. color corrector to correct my under eye circles. And I'm blending everything with this Sonia Kashuk sponge because it's the one that was clean. The redness is gone. Tower 28 concealer to further brighten the under eyes. I'm going to contour a bit with my Westman Atelier contour stick as well. And I'm just blending everything out with a brush. I feel like the more makeup I put on, I'm onto my powder bronzer now, the more I can ignore my brows. I feel like they look fine now. After the redness is gone and the face is just looking a bit better overall, the brows are looking a bit more normal. Is it me? Or do you guys agree? For my lashes, I'm going to use one of my favorite mascaras that came out last year in 2023, and that is the Lash Sculpt Mascara from Anastasia. And if I forgot to mention anything I've applied to my face, everything will be listed and linked down below in the description box, so definitely check it out. Okay, the mascara is on and looking fabulous in my opinion, so time to swatch and try the new lip velvets from Anastasia. I haven't applied any blush or any eyeshadow because I don't want anything to take away from the color of the lipstick so that you can really see what they look like. So let me go ahead and first swatch them all and then we'll try them all on the lips. So first we have the color Kiss right here. This next one is Peachy Nude, and I'm swatching them in the order that they came in the PR box. Then we have the shade Pure Hollywood, which I think so far is my favorite because it's a bit more cool toned, not as pink, not as peach, kind of in the middle. I think Pure Hollywood is going to be my favorite. Crush is like a mid-tone warmer shade. And then we have two darker colors. The first one being this one here. It's called Peach Amber. and the shade Parchment, which is the darkest one of them. So take a look right there at all 6 of the lip velvets swatched on my arm, but now we are going to swatch them all on the lips as well. I'm going to start swatching the lipsticks from darkest to lightest because I know that I'll like the lightest colors the best, so I want to leave those for last. So this one right here is the shade Parchment, and we are going to swatch it first. I'm carefully lining my lips with the wand. And here's the shade Parchment swatch. This is the darkest one of them all, and honestly, I am not mad at it. I actually think it looks very flattering, especially now that I don't have anything on my eyes to compete with it. I do like this bold look. As far as how these feel, because this is the first time I am feeling them on the lips, they don't feel dry. They actually feel kind of on the creamy side, and they don't feel heavy on the lips at all. They also don't feel sticky. See, like, not sticky at all. So they feel and look really good. They do give you that beautiful matte finish, but the formula doesn't feel like you're wearing a liquid lipstick. It feels really comfortable, really lightweight. It was full pigment right away. So far I'm impressed. Moving on to Peach Amber right here. And this one is a lot warmer, I think, than the first one. I am always super surprised when I like a warm toned lipstick, but I think I like this color. Am I going to wear it a lot? Probably not, but it looks cute, right? Take a look right there. I love it. Moving on to the shade Crush right here. Let's go on with it. I honestly don't hate this one, but for some reason, and this is crazy to come out of my mouth, for some reason, I like the darker ones a little better than this one. I do feel like this one, for me at least, would benefit from maybe a little darker lip liner or something. I don't hate it. Maybe with something on the eyes, it would also look better. Again, I don't hate it. But I'm just so impressed by the first 2 darker shades I tried that this one doesn't look as good to me in comparison for some reason. With that said, it's a very pretty corally type shade, and again, the formula feels very comfortable on the lips, so that I like. Also, I should say they're pretty easy to take off. I know I haven't left them on for a long period of time or anything, but they come right off. It's not like a regular liquid lipstick. The next color is Pure Hollywood, which I'm very excited about because I think this is going to be one of my favorites. But let's see, because I wasn't expecting to like the darker colors at all, so maybe I'm wrong. See, I feel like this one with a smoky eye, I'm really going to love. However, on its own, with nothing on the eyes, I feel like it's missing something. I want a little bit more oomph to the lip, but again, it's because I don't have anything on my eyes. So it's going to pair really well with a smoky eye, in my opinion. I did notice something I wanted to point out. It's not happening right now, but I could see it kind of breaking off in the middle right here when I first applied it, but now it looks a lot smoother. I didn't notice it with any of the other colors, but I just wanted to point out anything I noticed. Anyways, very comfortable, very beautiful, especially once I combine it with something on my eyes. I think this one is going to be one of my most used for sure. This shade is called Peachy Nude. Here it is. I feel like Peachy Nude for me would definitely benefit from a lip liner. We are getting into pretty light nude territory, so I don't know that I would use the lightest 2 on their own. I think combined with a lip liner, there'll be a lot more to my liking. With that said, here is Peachy Nude. And at last, the shade Kiss right here. While I probably would use these lighter colors with a lip liner, you can get a very precise, defined line just using the applicator of the lipstick. Okay, so this was the last one. I would love to know in the comment section which of the shades was your favorite. I gotta say, I was very, very impressed with the 2 darkest colors. And it's a shame because I don't know that I'll use them that much, but like first impression, I didn't expect to like them and I loved them. So the shades Parchment and Peach Amber were definitely favorites of mine. And then, just kind of as I predicted, I did also like the shade Pure Hollywood because it's a beautiful mid-tone, cool tone shade. And I feel like it's going to go really well with a lot of the eye looks that I usually create. The 2 lightest colors were also pretty, but I would definitely use them with a lip liner, not on their own. What impressed me the most though is how comfortable and creamy the formula feels. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel like you're wearing a liquid lipstick, and the applicators that these velvet lipsticks have in them make it very easy so that you truly don't need a lip liner. You can get very precise lines on your lips by just using the edge of the applicator. So I did love that about them. I already let you guys know how I feel about the Brow Freeze gel. In addition to what I said earlier though, I feel like if this had come out before the original Brow Freeze existed, before this launched and changed my life, if this had launched first, I would probably have raved about it, because there was nothing else on the market at that time that truly held my brows up. And this definitely does hold my eyebrows up. It's just not as easy to work with, in my opinion, as the original Brow Freeze. So if you love your original Brow Freeze, I would recommend that you stick to it. The gel is not the same, in my opinion. It is not as easy to work with as the regular Brow Freeze is. And if we want to compare this with my Rare Beauty brow gel, of course I prefer the Rare Beauty brow gel over this one, because it gives me a good hold right away. I don't have to go over it a million times, and it's easier to manage my eyebrows with it. So I'm not saying that this Brow Freeze gel is a bad product at all. I just have favorites that I'm used to that I like much better than it. So I don't think that this is going to become a favorite product of mine. And as far as the Velvet Matte lipsticks are concerned, I love the formula, and I'm not sure how much use I'll end up getting out of them, because I have been in my lip liner with a gloss on top era for a while now, and I haven't been reaching for my lipsticks that much, so I'm not sure if this is going to be something that I'm going to be reaching for more. Time will tell. Everything is listed and linked down below in the description box in case you guys want to grab any of these products. If you like today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.